Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. And go ahead, Gary. So this is just a little bit of a representation of how gigantic elk are. If you've never seen one in the wild, it is much like what I drive to work every day, is what I would say. They're humongous. They're the size of cattle. And you'll hear them do a little here. Yeah. Good. So what I want to talk to you guys about is the possibility of contributing to the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation to land access and to improvements on the United States elk herd in particular. I've been a member of the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation for about 4 years, down out west. The biggest driver for me, I guess I would say, if you don't hunt, in contributing to the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation is the ability for, like my son, who's not even 2, to be able to actually go to these places, or for them to exist when he's, 20 years old, whatever. So, what I want to talk to you about are struggles with land conservation, sustainment for the elk herd, and how it can benefit you, like I said, to contribute to the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. Good. So, just a couple of quick facts here. As you can see, prior to European settlement, more than 10 million elk in the United States and Canada. By the time 1890 came around, we're under 100,000 elk is estimated to remain. Conservation efforts that just so happened to start in 1984 when the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation was founded and kicked off. The elk herd rebounded, like it says there, to 715,000, and that number for 2009, just over 1 million elk. There's estimates out there right now in the 1.5 million elk range. So huge improvements through the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. A couple more things here. So the first thing there is federal excise tax. So 1937, like it says, a self-imposed tax. So this is 12% to anyone doing anything in the outdoor industry. In 1937, they said, we're going to make an effort to contribute to land conservation, contribute to state parks, things like that, in the form of, they pay 12% tax if you contribute to, make firearms, anything like that. They pay an additional 12% to fund these programs, and like it says there, you're looking at $10 billion over the course of its existence. So, Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation in particular, contributing over $1 billion for land conservation and mostly for protection of land. So, land protection and public access points are critical. A lot of times you'll be able to go to these state parks and you wouldn't be able to access them without contributions like these, because people want to buy them. Private landowners want as much as they can get. So a lot of times they will landlock a lot of these areas so you can't even access to them. So Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, like it says, provided public access to over 1 million acres of elk habitat in the country. So that's for people who like to hike, people who just like to be there and see them, and people who like to hunt. Herd health and conservation. Like I said, just over 1 million elk in the western United States. There's been a lot of efforts to relocate from the large elk herds in the west. Pennsylvania is a really good example of it. They have a really awesome elk herd that they've been able to, that was literally just a transplant of a population of elk from Colorado in particular to Pennsylvania, and they're doing very well. Same goes for Kentucky. So, like I said, elk relocation programs, and the only way that they can do that is through membership donations for the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. Membership benefits. Like I said, just imagine being able to access these lands, even if you don't like to hunt, just check them out, go on a hike, do things like that. Just being able to see elk in the wild or have your children and grandchildren see elk in the wild. And then there are a lot of little gifts that a lot of companies will donate to the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. So, you know, you may spend $15 on a membership, and they'll send you a knife that's probably worth $20, $30. So that was just a donation from a company as a added benefit for becoming a member. So like I said, we want to keep public lands public, keep access to those public lands. Donations to the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, make sure that happens. And the personal benefits, like I said, you may get something like a knife or something like that. So, good. So, what I'm asking is, please take a couple minutes, consider it. There's some contact information there if you have any questions as far as where or how you can donate to the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation.